Hello strangers, my name is Cable, and this is part 4 of the demo of the Willowmist Emporium. This is covering the second half of the third day. As usual, the game's links will be in the description below, so if you want to go play the demo for yourself, please do so. It's a great game. Otherwise though, I must say, see you later. Okay, we are back, chat. I've now got my tea, so I can feel as cozy as the game demands. So let's keep going. The town of Willowmist glowed softly on the moon as you and Lucille stepped out onto the main street. The air was cool and fresh, carrying the faintest hint of blooming jasmine and the earthly scent of the forest just beyond the town's edge. Somewhere, a distant clock chimed the hour, its tones mellow and unhurried. You couldn't help but think the time seemed to feel slower here. There really was no need to rush, was there? It was a brilliant night for a stroll, though the river has begun to cool off, remnants of autumn still remain. Leaves crunched under both of your footfalls pleasantly, saying farewell to the passing season. So, Lucille, how long have you lived in Willowmist? I believe it has been around 3 months, give or take. Oh, that's very recent. What brought you to town? It is a long and peculiar tale, Cable, one I'm not certain you will believe, but if you wish to hear it, I shall tell it true. This was related to why she thinks she's a knight. I'd be happy to hear it. Very well. 3 months ago, I was not in Willowmist. In fact, I was not in this world at all. At least, not as it is now. I hail from a time long past, an age of kings and castles, of honour and oaths sworn beneath banners fluttering in the wind. You said at her, still trying to gauge whether she was pulling the leg or not. Lucille looked completely and utterly serious. I was engaged in a most dire battle when the world itself seemed to shift beneath me. One moment I stood upon the battlefield, the next I awoke amidst the unfamiliar sights and sounds of this town. I like to think I'm easygoing, but time travel's a lot to take in. I understand your doubt, and yet I have no reason to deceive you. This armor, these weapons, even my manner of speech, all relics of an age long forgotten. Surely you have noticed their antiquity. You're being serious, aren't you? I swear it upon my honor! When I arrived, I had no knowledge of this place all this time. The world I knew was gone, replaced by one of strange machines and customs. My door is open. I'm going to close that real quick. Oh god. No, what was that for? Oh, that fell off ages ago. It's just like me for real. To be fair, I wasn't pretty that high up. Okay then. Strange machines and customs. Okay. We are back. She can't seriously be telling the truth. Right? A potential ghost in the store. Sure. A time-traveling knight. But I actually have a reason to lie to me, I'll just go along with it for now. That's kind of nuts, you know? Indeed it is. Kinda nuts. How do you manage to adjust? This must be a lot of change. With great difficulty, I assure you. Yard was the first to show me kindness. She took me in, clothed me, and taught me the ways of this new world. Were it not for her, I might have been lost entirely. For reasons I cannot explain, I feel as though I was meant to be here. Perhaps fate has a purpose for me still. That's one way to think about it. You're strong, you know that. Stronger than me. I wish I could go with the flow that easily. I am a knight, Cable. Adaptation and perseverance, or as you put it, going with the flow are the very essence of survival. I have pledged my service to you not only out of duty, but because in this unfamiliar land you have given me purpose, and for that I am grateful. Why do you think you are not strong, Cable? I see no reason to doubt yourself, sir. Strength is not measured solely by the swing of a blade or the weight of one's armor. It lies in the choices we make, the burdens we carry, and the resolve to continue forward when the path is uncertain. Time-traveling knight into like a century part, not a century, like multiple centuries in the future, versus I got bored being in the city too long. So when did you become a knight, Lucille? I was 7 when I was sent to the local lord's castle to begin my training. So that's so young. I'm 66 now. I feel like I've done nothing with my life. I fear that I would choose wrong. So much time has passed me by. I've seen friends start families, get married, climb the career ladder, but I'm still the same as I was 8 years ago. Is that why you chose to go to Willowmist? If I like something I could do, a choice I could make. So I guess so. When I began my training as a squire, a trainer once said to me that there is no shame in fear, only surrendering to it. Surrendering to it. Bala. Your path forward may be unclear at times, Cable, but it is there all the same. Time spent on the journey is no waste. Do I want Yuri in this? Do I want to go forward with the Yuri plotline? I think I do. Thanks, Lucille. You really know how to charm someone, you know that. Charm? You honor me with your words. I merely speak from the heart. If it brings you some degree of comfort, then it is all well. See, you're still doing it. The way you speak is so romantic. Romantic? I'm not sure how to explain it. You're just so effortlessly charming. I fear I've never thought of myself as charming. From a young age, my instructors consider me too harsh of tongue. There's no way talking about the same with Lucille. I only strive to be honest and sincere in my words and actions. Therefore, my manner of speaking pleases you, and I consider it a gift I am glad to share. Man! If I was with you and even someone with a stone heart would fall in love. Fall of me? Surely you jest! I am merely a knight, unaccustomed to such notions of romance. My duty is to protect and serve, not to inspire affection. Well, consider me inspired. You watched as Lucille blinked a few times in surprise, her usual steady composure faltering for just a moment. Frog blink! Frog blink now, woman! Your words are most gracious, Cable. You have my thanks. I fear I've spoken too much and nearly forgot the purpose of our excursion. This way, allow me to introduce you to the finest establishments of Willowmist. The two of you side by side continued on with food the town centre. As he passed a brightly lit building, Lucille gestured towards it. Behold, the farmer's market. It is most curious. It is found indoors. In my day, one would venture to an open square at dawn, yet here the bounty of the land is neatly contained beneath a roof. I must admit, it lacks the charm of market stores, but the convenience is notable. It is open nearly no matter the hour. A grocery store. Yes, I believe that is what Lady Sylvia referred to it as. Further along, Lucille slowed her steps in front of a small clothing store. Its mannequins posed in stylish outfits, many of which were winter coats. It would start to get cold soon, wouldn't it? And here we have the local tailor. Their wares may lack the intricate embroidery of royal finery, but they seem practical and well made. If you have need of garments for the winter, I'd advise you to pay a visit. We could take a look together sometime. I would be honoured, Cable. She led you onward, pausing briefly outside a plain brick building with a glowing green cross above its entrance. An apothecary! Though I have yet to have need of their services, the potions they provide are most potent in this age, with all the modern tools at their disposal. Not sure they use potions exactly, the medicine will probably come a long way. Can you imagine? I bet we do not have to find out anytime soon. Now I'm trying to stay healthy for the next few months at least, right? You have my word. Across the way. Lucille nodded to a squat building with darkened windows. The local woodwright's workshop is just over yonder. His craftsmanship is impressive, worthy of a noble commission even, but it is nothing in particular. The master crafter simply gives me a certain sense of unease I cannot place. I don't doubt his skill, but there's certainly something about him that seems unnatural. However, in this town, that is not such a strange thing. I'll keep that in mind, if we ever run into each other. You are home by taking heed of my words. My thanks. Now, Sir Quinn's dining establishment is just ahead. I love this. The fucking. I know we saw this earlier in the day, but this is absolutely great art. The whoever the artist for this is, and it's not a crow. There's no crows. God damn it, Casper hasn't been here. I don't believe that's mentioned in the comic either. For A Day with Death, tragically. You know, 2.5 Studios do a really good job of doing like nighttime art like this. It's genuinely so cozy, which is the entire vibe they're going with, and I love that. Genuinely. For a long time I was away from visual novels, but this game and Yet Another Killing Game are two games that have really inspired me to get back into visual novels. So, Yet Another Killing Game mentioned, go play that as well, because these are both great. This one's a new demo, that one's out, been out for many years, for near enough a year now, I believe. Go play them both. The atmosphere of the night seemed to change as you stepped into the Silver Oak. You were surprised to find it mostly outdoors, but that surprise was certainly not disappointment. Strings of twinkling lights crisscrossed overhead, casting a soft golden glow that danced off wooden tables and the cheerful faces gathered around them. The air was rich with the mouth-watering aroma of sizzling meats, freshly baked bread, and the faint sweetness of roasted vegetables. Every now and then, the scent of herbs and wood smoke wafted past, carried on the gentle evening breeze. Plates of food and frothy pints of beer made their way to tables, the clinking of glasses mingling with bursts of laughter and lively chatter. Someone at a table in the corner strummed a guitar. Who came? Why am I making this guy Spanish? Of course, I could have done the best chef in town. I brought a friend. Hope that's alright. The more the merrier when it comes to food, eh? Please, I reserved a table just for you. Sit, sit. Before you could even place a hand on your chair to pull it out, Lucille had already done it. Allow me to do that for you. Shit, I'm merging their voices because I've got like similar vibes for them. Ah, you are so well mannered, Lucille. The world would be a better place if we had more people like you. I only help where I can, Sir Quinn. And so humble too. Please sit and enjoy the atmosphere. Deliciousness awaits. You sat down and Lucille adjusted your chair for you, before crossing over to sit on the opposite side of the table. Harmer made a slight scraping sound, but you were impressed at how silent it was overall. Your aunt really did well picking that out. Where'd she manage to get armor like that anyway? I swear, there's so much I don't know about her. Maybe I'll get to ask when she comes back home. It's only 3 months away after all. The main twist is going to be that Sylvie is dying in 3 months. I can see that a mile away. Or for whatever reason, she's losing control of the property. Oh. I was not expecting this to convert to a CG. I'm glad of it, but still. Sorry, that just took me for a loop. I was drinking my tea and then suddenly I see that. You seem deep in thought, Cable. Oh, my bad. I was just thinking about my aunt. A fair topic to conceive by. Your aunt is a wonderful woman. I'm always jealous of you and Florian, you know. Jealous? You don't honestly know better than I do. All we know each other from is letters. Even now I haven't seen her in, what, 21 years? That is indeed a long time to go without seeing one's own family. Yet you cannot deny the bond you shared through your letters. A connection nurtured by words alone is no less meaningful. Yeah, but it's different, isn't it? I know as my quirky aunt from the countryside who likes herbs and crystals. You, this town, really know her. Everyone I've spoken to seems to look up to her. She is the best of Willowmist. I do not think it's an exaggeration to say that this town would not flourish as it does without her. Big shoes to fill. You needn't fill her shoes. Only bring your own. Lucille leaned back in her chair, her eyes flicking away from you. Nevertheless, I understand the weight of time lost. Ah! Probably better than anyone. Sorry. There's no need to apologize. Time that may slip through our fingers grants us the moments we have now. And it is what we choose to do with those moments that truly matters. Wise woman. Jesus. Though I need not remind you, Lady Sylvie did not ask Florian or I to attend to her most prized possession while she was absent. She asked you. And truly is part of the reason I've so quickly trusted in you. Lady Sylvie herself believes in you. She could have at least left me some instructions if she believes in me so much. Good talking about me. Anyway, I'm more interested in knowing about your knightness. Do you truly find it so interesting? I do. Why did the music stop? Thank you. I do. Is that sword real? The blade I carry, indeed, is the same one I used in the battles of my youth. Youth hardly sounds like the right word. You look so young. Your words are most gracious. Though I assure you my youth is long since past. Were it up to my mother and I had not chosen the path of a knight, I would have married many years ago. She would remind me that a sword makes a poor companion, though I suspect she underestimated how loyal a blade can be. It's nice to know that despite the year, mothers are just like that. Your mother also wishes for you to marry? Probably. I think that's more to do with wanting to run children than wanting me to get married. But anyway, about that sword. Very easy, like, use it. I assure you, my training has not gone to waste. This blade has seen me through many trials, and though I pray it will not be necessary in this time, I am prepared to wield it should the need arise. Okay, I don't think I'll need you to stab anyone, but I do appreciate the offer. I will never not to stab anyone in your presence. Maybe just not at all? I'd actually cracked a smile. I carry a sword not as an act of aggression, but a promise of protection. I would never harm another who was not deserving of it. I could hardly be called a knight otherwise. You make me want to see you swing that thing. That'd be really cool. Perhaps one day, should the need arise, I shall demonstrate. Until then, rest assured that my skill remains sharp. Is that heavy? It seems like a lot to walk around in all hours of the day. One not accustomed to such a weight, perhaps, but I have borne this weight since my youth. It feels as natural to me as the air I breathe. She glanced out at her polished armor, her expression thoughtful. Truthfully, this set is quite light compared to the one I wore when I first arrived in Willowmist. That armor was forged for battle, with heavy plating and chainmail beneath. It carried far more than its own weight. Every dent and scratch had a memory of the field of my training. This will be like casual wear to you, huh? In a sense, yes. Quite reassuring in a way. Wearing it reminds you of who I am, no matter how strange this time may seem. I don't think I could even stand upright in something like that, let alone move around so gracefully. Grace comes with time and practice, my friend. Though I suspect you would carry it well, should you ever wish to try. Lucille, bestie! Anyway. So, nice not to get married? I'm sorry, but I've got to ask. Knights can get married? Indeed, though there are some limitations. We may not marry commoners, nor people of higher status unless arranged by our lords. I guess I just thought I would have to, stay single like monks or something. But all, while some knights do choose to forgo marriage and fail their duties, it's not a requirement. We are permitted to wed, provided the union aligns with the expectations of our station. So, what happens if you fall for someone who doesn't meet the rules? You can almost choose between desire or duty. It's not an easy decision, but knights' honor lies in loyalty to their vows. Not complicated. I thought modern dating was difficult. Such is the life of a knight, but I would not trade it for anything. Honor and duty are the cornerstones of my existence. And to stray from them would be to betray myself. So, does that mean you've never, fallen for someone? Sure, that's what you meant. Lucille's composure faltered for the briefest moment, her cheeks colouring faintly beneath her confident demeanour. No, I have always prioritised my duties above such matters. There's all time to entertain the notion of romance. When the full game releases, I'm going to do a male character. I'm going to probably do a bunch of playthroughs to romance the other characters. I don't know if you can you romance multiple characters at once in this? I imagine it'd be tied to a different route, but I won't check. I'm going in this as blind as I can be, and I love it. Well, what about now? Now? You said it yourself. This is a totally foreign time to you, right? No one's caught your fancy around town? Caught my fancy? I must admit I have not yet considered such a matter. My focus has been on adapting to this time and fulfilling my duties. Matters of the heart seem secondary to ensure I can serve and protect those who place their trust in me. That's a very knightly response. I am a knight after all. Though, perhaps it would not be unwelcome to find such a connection. I almost can't imagine you with a crush. Neither can I, truthfully. Quinn! Bon appetit! Dinner is served! No, Jesus, I forgot the voice I did for Quinn. I've been focused so much on Lucille. Bon appetit! Dinner is served! Quinn appeared as if from thin air, then placed 2 dishes down, one in front of each of you. What you saw would have been fifth of the finest restaurant anywhere. The creamy beets were so red it almost surprised you. If it is delicious, then you will sing my praises for all of Willowmist. If it is not, then simply strike me down, as I could not bear the thought of serving our lovely Sylvie's family anything less than perfect. Well, she brought swords, let's hope it's good. I am near trembling in my boots. Please, taste. Why am I defaulting this guy to be Spanish? He's just tan. There's gonna be some law that I find out later that'll demonstrate that he's Italian. I don't know. I think he told us that he's lived here all his life, right? So he wouldn't really have an accent different from the norm, which in mine is just a bit bizarre. It smells delicious. You raise a forkful of the risotto to your mouth. The creamy texture, the tender rice, the velvety sauce. Beyond delicious as you chewed, the earthy flavour of the roasted beets, almost sweet, filled your mouth. Quinn, this is delicious. Magnificent! You don't understand how that warms my heart, so... I had worried for a moment. My prep time was cut short last night. The full moon does things to a person sometimes. You understand. Nevertheless, enjoy! Fine company makes a meal even more delicious, eh? I looked back over towards Lucille, who seemed to be enjoying her meal just as much as you were. Quinn wandered back through the tables, smiling and chatting to each person he passed by. Everyone looked happy to speak to him. He's really nice. Indeed, he's a noble man with a noble heart. We are fortunate to have him in Willowmist. Oh, okay. So the romanceable characters have 10 hearts total. Non-romanceable characters have 5. I see. God, this is a good day. You continued eating, eyes passing over the various people that sat at tables. They were all kinds, friends, couples, families. The atmosphere was extremely pleasant, and it was easy to fall into the town's rhythm. Absent-mindedly, you looked past Lucille's shoulders. No, Shoulder. Your eyes lock on someone sitting a few tails away from you. Huh, that guy does know how to cut loose. I guess he just doesn't like me in particular. Oh well, no loss there, I suppose. Hey, Lucille. Yes, Gabe? Don't turn around too quickly. Do you know him? Just went around incredibly obviously. Sir Emmett, yes, he is often around at the store, assisting Lady Sylvie. What do you think of him? Lady Sylvie believes him to be a man of his word and extremely talented in his work. So everyone likes him, that's good. It's a bit cold. As far as I'm aware, he's like that with most people. Sir Emmett likes to keep a professional distance from much of the town. I'm gonna make that man my friend if it's the last thing I do. No, I'm not gonna say that. That is inappropriate if I decide to upload this. Sorry. I inserted to him as I read that in my head. I sorely hope that is not the last thing you do, but I will happily support you in your endeavour. Well, indeed, though he does not say it, I can only imagine that keeping such a distance becomes lonely at times. Putting that aside, however, perhaps it is time for us to take our leave. Both of your plates have long since been scraped clean, neither of you daring to leave even a single crumb behind. But as he's something to say thanks to Quinn, he didn't have to do all this. You both stood from the table, weaving your way past the other guest. As you passed Emmett, he looked up from his plate and met your gaze, more directly than usual. Oh, Cable. There you are, I was hoping that ran to you. You were? Yes, I've been meaning to say something. I've been thinking about it for a while. You're doing better than I expected. That's not bad, I mean, that's good. Thank you? The store, the town, it's not easy. You make it look easier than it is. I don't think I've said that before, I should have. Are you feeling okay? I've actually been better, Cable. Maybe a bit warm. Is it warm tonight or something? Are we going into winter? Maybe it's just you. I'm warm? Yeah, you seem warm. This is gonna be sunshine all over again, isn't it? What was I saying? So about me being warm? Right, that. You should stay. As fun as that sounds, I'm actually out with Lucille tonight. Why? You were having dinner? I should have asked first. Next time, have dinner with me. I would like that. Good, that's good. Get home safe and don't forget you promised. Straight away to Lucille, waving thanks to Quinn on the way out. Lucille, I fear we may have just witnessed a real-life, bona fide demon possession. Sir Emmett, you mean? He was being uncharacteristically amiable. Shut me down instantly when I suggested hanging out to get outside of work. Perhaps he had a change of heart. You are wonderfully charming, Gable. Thanks, but I don't think so. Seriously, we need to call a priest tonight. Is this going to be a Dr. Heckle and... No, Dr. Heckle, Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, rather. This is going to be a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation, I guarantee. Shall I not me though, Lucille? Thanks for coming out with me. I had a great night. Food really is better with good company. Count my thanks for allowing me to accompany you, Cable. It was truly wondrous to get to know you as a person. Do you live far from me? I want me to walk you home? That will not be necessary. Please allow me to walk you home instead. As you know, it is my sworn duty to ensure your safety. To allow you to escort me instead would be unthinkable. Willowmist seems pretty safe and quiet though. I don't think you need to ensure my safety or anything. It is a quiet town, yes, but even the stillest waters may hide unexpected dangers. As your companion, I cannot allow you to face the night unguarded. Seriously, it's like a 10-minute walk. 10 minutes or 1 hour, it matters not. My role as your protector does not end when the sun sets. Please, allow me to fill my oath. You sighed, but found it more amusing than anything. Alright, you win, Miss Lady Knight. Lead the way. As it should be, my lady. Cable. Lucille's voice softened, the faintest glimmer of a smile touching your lips as she gestured for you to follow. Together, you stepped through the cool night air, the quiet streets of Willowmist stretching before you. I love the way these two characters are written! Oh, as much as I know that... Oh, genuinely, this is just a really well written game. I love this. I'm gushing about this game at every point I get. It's annoying. I'm sure. I actually don't know when the demo ends. I might have to... If I do decide to upload this, I might have to split up into like 3 or 4 videos. Just because it's a really long game, all things considered. Right. Cable. Sorry, I keep like bowing and curtsy, like bowing in my chair whenever I'm speaking, doing the acting for Lucille. It's great. is a really, really well. It's a really what's it called? She's a really integrable character to voice. I don't know what it is. It's just the way she speaks is very her. Does that make sense? Probably not. There we go. I'm now safely deposited back home. All is well with the world. Now I feel bad letting you walk home alone. Please do not trouble yourself with such thoughts. If anyone even entertained the notion of harming me, I would be able to defend myself. As you say, Willowmist is quite safe. Then you agree you didn't need to walk me back. Safe or not, it is my duty to see you safely home. But I will admit, perhaps my insistence was not entirely selfless. I find that I rather enjoy your company. Her tone softened, a glimmer of warmth in her usually composed demeanour. So while it is my honour to fill my role as your knight, I must confess, it is also my pleasure. Oh, someone's a smooth talker. Is it tragedy that I was about to say something very similar? Only an honest talker, Cable. Now that you are safely home, my mission is complete. I bid you good night with the hope that we shall meet again on the morrow. On the morrow? You're like, see what I mean? The way her characters are written is so distinct. That's the words I was looking for. And it's very, you know, it's like the Romantics, right, from 1800s. Maybe that'll be the twist for her. Because there's got to be like individual twists for each character. I don't trust that they're as plain as they're suggesting. Because Florian's obviously either a vampire or a fake vampire. Emmett, I think, is his name Emmett? I've completely blanked on his name. Let's find out. Yes, Emmett. Haha, I was right. Emmett has probably got a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation going on. Let's see, that's those two. We've then got the Ghost, who, not a clue yet. And Lucille. I don't know what it is. Maybe maybe she's similar to Arthur in Fate's Stay Night, where she's not actually a knight, but the expression of memories of that night. Does that make sense? Probably not. She offered a light bow, her golden hair catching a soft glow of the night as she turned and began her journey home, leaving you with a faint smile lingering on your lips. Man, she's really great. I agree. She's such a well-written character. Turned towards your door, digging the old key out of your pocket. It was halfway turned in the keyhole when you heard voices within. A new character! Yippee! I win and Florian loses! Someone owes you $5! What are you even going to do with $5? Push open the door, peering curiously into the room. It's gonna be the Ghost. Ah! Jesus Christ, can you stop sneaking around in the middle of the night all the time? Maybe you should spend less time skulking around here in the dark then. Was someone else here? Huh? I thought I was already talking to someone. I drew a comment he rubbed at the back of his neck, looking away. What weirdo would be hanging around here this late? You, for one. I work here. At night, alone, in the dark. Just talking to yourself then? Guess so. Anyway, I'm busy. You're sure looking. How was dinner? It was lovely. Quinn is an amazing chef. You wouldn't have missed out, you know. Yeah, I know. At that, Florian's face dropped. I'll get back to work. Sure, have a nice night. I love... 2.5 series writes really good moody characters. I feel like I've definitely said that before, but it's true! You let out an audible sigh when you finally reached your home away from home. The weight of the day's events had finally begun to settle on your shoulders. Every day seemed to be like that lately. Now, dressed in your pyjamas, you've got yourself a nice, cool glass of water and settled down on a chair. Willowmist sure was strange, and boy, you were enjoying it so far. End of the demo? I wonder what's up with Emmett though. He said he'd stop by sometime. Maybe I'll get a chance to ask him. Maybe he really was swayed by my overwhelming charm. A gentle breeze reached you from the open window and you closed your eyes, leaning back, enjoying the feeling. And then you heard rustling. Opening your eyes, you saw a piece of paper of some kind drifting on the wind, before settling on top of the wardrobe. What the... Man, I'll close the windows if trash comes in on a breeze. You stood then and made your way over to the dresser, which you now realise was far too tall for you to reach the top of. Great, I'm going to be stuck with trash forever. That won't annoy me at all. Because I was Florian for a ladder tomorrow, maybe this storeroom or something. At that moment, a soft, gentle green glow began to envelop the piece of paper, and it slowly fell into your outstretched hand. What? Frog blink. Seemed to be a letter, although rather short. It read, "So I might have gone a teensy bit overboard last night. It's supposed to be funny, not, glass smashing, hand slicing funny. I'm really sorry I made you get hurt. I didn't mean for that to happen. Promise. Hope you're feeling better." At the bottom was a hugely elaborate signature that you couldn't quite make heads or tails of. What in the... A teensy bit overboard? Is this Florian pranking me or something? Right, okay, well this has got to be Florian. If it's not Florian, then... Goes around the room, half expecting someone to jump out laughing. But the stillness of the room also due with silence. Your gaze returned to the letter as a sinking realization began to set on. If it's not Florian, then no one else knew about the glass. Someone was in here. There is a ghost! Hey ghost, once again, I'm really chill. No one answered. Well, I'm going to sleep now. Please don't steal my stole or anything whilst I'm asleep, alright? Promise it won't taste good. Quickly crawled into bed, settling into the soft sheets. No ghosts disturbed you as you fell into yet another deep, restful slumber. Edit the demo? No. How long is this demo? Again, this is the fucking demo. Yeah, that was pretty much my thoughts. Yeah, no, this is a really long demo, and I'm only about halfway through it. I did some external research because whilst I wanted to go in this blind, I felt like knowing exactly how long this would end up being would probably be important. And it's a full week in-game, which I could have guessed, but that's still a really long time for a demo. So, 2.5 Studios, you spoil us. Thank you very much. Otherwise, because that is the end of that recording session, that will be the end of the choppy quality audio, I hope. And if it isn't, please bludgeon me to death. That being said, once more, get the game for yourself. It's in the description. It is currently the free demo. I do not know when it's fully releasing, although I will probably be sure to, I guess, restart this series when it gets fully released. Otherwise, have a lovely day. I shall see you later, and ta-ra! Puzzle pieces for right into place.